Welcome to PGN Live. Gale Network here, and it is Friday. What day is it? September 26th. Wow. We are 3 days away from Nintendo 64's anniversary. That's pretty exciting. The 29th anniversary of Nintendo 64. Well, I'm here today trying something a little bit different. I don't have a capture card yet, but I've been talking about it with Roger Enyart and Nintendo Prime, aka Nathaniel Rumpelchance, and I might just pick up a capture card or acquire one in some other way. So I could do something like what am I doing right now? What I'm doing right now is about to play some Hades 2, but I don't want to start it up just yet because then I'll miss potentially some people coming into chat. Now, the benefit of this is I get to play the game, have some fun experiencing something that I've been looking forward to for a while, but also read the chat. Now, the game is such a fast-paced title that probably not going to do that well on my runs, but that's okay. It's not the best setup because I've got my iPhone here in vertical mode, and I have to look slightly off to my left, whereas the TV in the living room is directly in front of me. But it's okay. It's going to be a little bit of an experiment of how well do I maintain reading the chat and play at the same time, which could probably only improve with a capture card, and that's the whole point, Aaron Cedillo, hi. Egomaniac87, good morning. Thank you for being here. The other point of this is, yeah, we're going to have some game and talk and stuff like that. Hello there, Vertical Mode Paul. Hello there, Matthew Balaram. Sir Drums, Narcissist Tube. Interesting comment. I'm a few feet away from my iPhone, and normally it's like, what, a foot and a half or so away from the computer monitor, and the font's sitting at like 12 or something like that. And you could see it just fine. You could read the comments going through just fine. Edwin, yeah, chilling on the couch like that. That's because I'm hoping to chill, talk, and also play some Hades 2. But we'll see how well that works out, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It might be just fine, or it might be a little bit distracting. My vision is all right, though, so I can see the text, although it's like operating at size 10 or something like that, and it's a couple of feet away. We'll see how it works out. Bradley Taylor says hello. Blue Moon Tiger King, what's your channel about? Please, thank you, mate. So I'm primarily a video game channel, but also one that has martial arts and exercise tutorial. These streams, usually I'm sitting at my computer in my game room and we're covering video game news, going over rumors, what's going down at the Tokyo Game Show. Let's watch some trailers together. That kind of thing. Here's the Nintendo Direct. Let's go over that Metroid Prime 4 footage, and so forth. Today, sitting on my couch, gonna play some Hades 2 while talking. Bradley Taylor, cute pug, thank you. Effector Doom, hi there. Is how's Latino Speed? Hey, I like pizza. Heck yeah, I like pizza too. How about cheeseburgers? Yeah, I like cheeseburgers too. Good stuff, can't complain, Cookies are also good. I have a pug named Wilbur. He is a white cream pug, but is hyper compared to your pug who is calm. Well, right now, I got a nice sleeping pug, but she's got the zoomies sometimes. Ah, Paul Gale. Hey, Nin128, welcome. I'm seeing how effective I could be right now with the iPhone here on its tripod in vertical mode and my TV like 17 or so feet away from me. Um, I could switch between looking there and here, no problem. But while playing Hades 2, we'll see how effective that is. It's a fast game. I haven't even pushed play yet, and I've been on for 5.5 minutes. Effector Doom, I speak English. LOL, you sounds just like Wilbur. Or he sounds like Wilbur, yeah. He does zoomies all the time. Desi Sinway, that Wolverine trailer was fiery. Yeah, that Wolverine trailer was great. I'm glad that Insomniac Games is not holding back at all. You know, they are going. Okay, Peach moved before me. I'm glad that they're not holding back before or for anything. You know what I mean? They're not holding back for like, oh, we got to get this down to rated T for teen in order for it to sell more to a bigger audience. No. 65 inch. It's a 65 Nin 128. I mean, I could get out the measuring stick, or the tape measure, I should say. You know, King Paco Nintendo lover. Hi there. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Are you? Let's see. Interesting how the vertical stream gets put out to like a different crowd. I'm gonna say Wolverine is gonna be M. It was very gory. Oh yeah, like that's a rated M trailer. That's a rated M game. And I think they want to stay true to like Wolverine's kind of a badass. You know what I mean? He's not a hero in the sense of following all of the rules. He's at the end of the game a good character, a good person who seemingly wants to do well. But he's definitely had a history with the government, with agencies, with mutants, with humans, with a lot, you know? Yes, Doug Bowser is retiring December 31st, 2025. Avengers Doomsday League. Oh, we're just fire. I got buttered croissants. They are crispy. Nice Benjamin Keebler. This is Peach. Yeah, I could see that gaming and chatting is going to be pretty tough. Dusty Sinway, you never, I don't know what you never what. Thank you, Bradley Taylor. I had no idea that was a dad for like 4 months. A dog? Or for 4 minutes. Oh, got it. Yeah. Yeah. If she's sleeping, she's pretty still. And if you hear some snorting, you might think that it's me, you know, with some allergies, but no, it's because she's sleeping. People don't know how badass Wolverine really is. Wildcat, or Wildcard, and Rogue. The movie versions of Wolvie, while good, are a censored version of him. I mean, the character is a pretty rough character if you get into the comics, like for sure. we've never seen him in live action quite as rough. Although he got a little bit unhinged in Deadpool and Wolverine, right? That was a pretty good depiction. That was a good movie too. If he's retiring, anything's going to be changing. I mean, Nintendo's always slowly evolving forward, you know. Pokemon Fan 34, hi there. Reggie was a good Nintendo of America president. Yes, he was. You're somewhere different today. Yes. Is it bad? I never heard of Red Baron. You mean like the pizza? Dusty Sinway? Like Red Baron pizza? Lumbini, hi. David Patterson, hi. David Tabby Pitts, hi. Is that a Metroid Blankie? No, not a Metroid Blankie, but close. It is a Metroid pillow. It's for Peach's head so that she could rest on it. I'm going to head out now. Bye. Bye, Bradley. So the reason why I'm here, but I could see how this is going to go, it's probably not going to quite work out well because I like talking. Thank you for the shirt. Classically trained. Good old NES shirt here. Metroid pillow, nice. Yeah. Oh, I like reading the chat. You know, that's the whole point of live streaming is to communicate with the audience. I am here so that I could play Hades 2 while chatting with you all. But I have been streaming for 12 minutes and I'm on the home menu with the game paused. So I'll see how well this could work. Hello there, fellas. Hey there, Sir Bones, the first skeleton gentleman venture. King Paco, just letting you know, if we have a new president, nothing is going to change. Boo Mini, hey there. Tabby Minutes, chatting for 12 minutes. Thank you, Nostalgia Gaming. Devin is going to be the new president, that's correct. Yeah, she's been at Nintendo for close to 2 decades. Has a solid resume, has been said by many to be a strong leader. Loves the industry, loves Nintendo. Kevin Gonzalez, do I believe in Bigfoot? You know, I won't completely omit anything because there's always the chance that, hey, this is a large planet. As quickly as we could travel around everything, there's plenty that we haven't explored. So could there be some anomaly? Could there be some species that we haven't explored yet? Yeah. Bigfoot itself, was that real? Was that classic footage real? And chances are more likely than not it wasn't. But could there be something like that out there? Perhaps. You're playing Super Mario on your PC and it's good? That's cool. I'm glad you like it. Robbie Rains, hi and bye. Tabby Pitt says, hi chat, hi there. If Bigfoot is real, I don't think he or she is a monster or scary. Yeah. Watching Heartland and your stream. Cool, Tabby Pits. Speaking of watching cool things, dang, Peacemaker Season 2, Episode 6 last night was incredible. It ended, and I was speechless for like the last, 3 minutes, whenever that certain thing dropped. No. Heartland. Don't think I've seen. What's my best tip that I could give? To everyone, being kind. Being kind to everyone you meet. The more kind you are, Usually, the more kindness will be given back to you in life. So, how you treat others, it'll slowly go around, and uh, positive things will happen to you. If you leave a good imprint on the world, are known as the person to say good morning, hi, wave, hold doors open. Eventually, when you drive, be patient on the road. Yeah, wave on someone to go ahead of you. Stop in a parking lot. Mm, jog a little bit faster across the parking lot when you have the opportunity to let somebody, you know, not have to wait for a long time for you to slowly walk across. Those little things start to add up, and eventually people reflect back on you, and your positivity spreads, and that person's positivity, partially brought on by you, spreads to others, and slowly you have a society that's getting along a little bit better and better. Night Zero, hey there. Heartland is a family feel-good show about a girl who works with horses. It was honestly who I thought I would be in life, more or less. That's pretty cool. Yeah, not familiar with it. David Patterson, I agree with both Tabby and Paul. Cool, cool. The one and only Nicole, LOL. If you like horses, it's a good show. That's cool. Now, horses are nice. Horses are a great animal. We go to the farm once every few months or so, and it's nice to pet the horses, cows, see them, brush them. Pretty nice. Yeah, I got some tweets yesterday. Yeah, Peach got some tweets yesterday. What games have you been playing lately? Boomini says. I'm trying to play some Hades 2 now. But this was a little bit of an experiment to see, could I effectively live stream and play at the same time? So far, I'm only delivering on half of that, you know? I've been reading the chat. It's a couple of feet away, reading, fairly small text or normal sized text, but just a couple feet away on the iPhone as it's scrolling, and trying to play Hades 2, but I had a feeling I'm going to get caught up in one or the other. When I eventually convert to having a, what's it called? Capture card, and play on the monitor, and then like right in front of my eyes, the same distance apart, here and here, I could look at the chat portion and I could look at the gaming portion. I might be able to do a better job of managing both. I also might hold a regular stream, normal, sitting at the computer, horizontal, which you all are, familiar with. So yeah, that might go on later today. Because right now, I'm seeing, could I effectively play games and talk like this? Maybe not. They're majestic and smart. I miss writing. That's my ultimate goal, to get back to writing. Ah, okay, Tabby. That's going to require some core strength, some adductor strength to be able to squeeze in slightly. Hey, Crazy Scoth. It'll be easier when you get a capture card and can be at a computer. Yeah. Vertical stream. Yeah, Crazy Scott. I'm trying it because, as I've said to each person that has come in here, I feel like I've said this 3-4 times now. I'm trying to play some Hades 2 and talk at the same time. But so far, streaming for 19 and a half minutes with my TV on, going into that semi-dark mode, and it's not quite working. And I'm able to do one thing at once, which is good. Leg strength. I know I can't get on the horse from the ground right now. Yeah. Yeah, keep repeating yourself. Haha. Okay. Should I try to play? Boo Mini. If we meet a certain super chat and gifted membership goal, could we vote on a game that you live stream on your channel? Yeah, that would be cool. So, Kratos, I've been in the video game industry for a good 25 plus years. I'm 42, but I was fortunate enough to go to E3 when I was 16. So, yeah, for the most part, someone who says they've been attending E3 since 2000, more likely than not, they're in their late 40s, 50s, or beyond, because not many video game journalists go way back to E3 2000 who attended the show at the age of 16. That was me. So even though I'm middle aged, technically, right? 42, I'm on the younger part of the middle age gap. So I've got a good amount of experience, a good amount of stories to tell. Time's been around. And yeah, video gaming is a lot of fun. So enjoy yourself here, Kratos, on the channel. Speaking of Kratos, have you seen the new God of War 20th anniversary PlayStation 5 DualSense controller? Looks pretty good. I like the 30th anniversary controller myself. It's the one I have. What are your thoughts on Doug Bowser retiring? Do you think he was forced out? I don't think he was forced out. Johan S. Oh, yeah, he's retiring December 31st. He's 60 years old. I believe Reggie Fils-Aimé was 57 when he exited and handed it over to Doug. The workload, the hours, the interviews, the scheduling, the managing of many people, the multiple meetings, the hours of the meetings, the commute, the air travel, it starts to weigh on you. Doug is an awesome person. I've had the pleasure of knowing him for a good 9 years. I think we met for the first time at E3 2016, and we became friends. And yeah, he's retiring. It's a good age. He's still going to be a Nintendo fan. I'm sure we will still see him online, much like we do Reggie Fils-Aimé when it comes to talking with fans, sharing an opinion, still being a part of the video game community, Ham sandwiches. Yeah, Anon, that sounds good. He is Harmony, true. I woke up around 3 p.m. Okay, you're talking to David Patterson, says sketches. But will he play Zelda games? That's the important question. I think he will. He's got to look after Bowser Jr. and keep him from getting up to mischief. He has a grandkid. So being a grandpa, continuing his family life, all important things too. All right. Paul, do you have any footage from E3 2000? Ooh. Footage, no, but pictures, yes. I didn't have a this is how far back 2000 was. I didn't have a digital camera in 2000. Did they even have digital cameras then? I was 16. Didn't have a digital camera yet. But took pictures of that E3. 2001 also took pictures of that E3. I have some footage from early E3s, but I want to say like 2002 or 3 might be the first ones that I have a little bit of footage from. Okay. Nice emojis, sketches of harmony. You got your first digital camera in 2002? Yeah, I was 19, so I think it was 2002 when I got it. I remember taking like early photos with my friends in 02. So maybe like 02 or 03 was my first E3 that has video footage. I think most parents had like one digital camera. I love to see some pics. Those E3s were my faves. Yeah, 1999 was my first scheduled E3, but I didn't go in the end to it. But 2000 was the first one. I graduated in 2000. Dad used a digital camera for graduation. That's cool. You want to come back here? You could come back here. Okay. Here's where we will see how the stream goes. Because after talking and looking this way for 26 minutes, I'm going to play some Hades 2. I don't know how disengaging the chat will be, however, or just how often I will look over. Will I get too caught up in the game? Will I say what's going on? This is going to be a little bit of an experiment. And if this doesn't work out that well, I probably won't do this again until I get a capture card, and then that will be like the next experiment. So I'm gonna go for it. So far in Hades 2, I mean, I could do a little bit of this in the meantime before I like go back into my next run. I had one run. I was pretty successful. I got decently far. I got up to the first boss on my first try. Lost, but that's kind of to be expected. Right now, yeah, it's not as fun to hear the little ploop, 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 choof, choof, choof in the background without seeing it. And even if I explain, okay, I'm in the central hub area, you can't really tell what's going on. I'm going to go out for another run. So I'm about to get the trident.
You're one of my father's brothers, aren't you? Then help him. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Norse needs to live. We thought you had the same fate as your father, and your mother, and your brother. Oh, well, how about we turn the tide and exact terrible revenge for poor old Hades and his kin?
I'm about to get Poseidon's power up. First time in this game. He said, "My long lost niece, you live. We thought you met the same fate as your father, and your mother, and your brother. Ah, well, how about we turn the tide and exact terrible revenge for poor old Hades and his kin?" Ah, JM Powers. I think, according to chat yesterday, Hades is on sale for $6.24 on the eShop. I highly recommend it. And if I turn the camera around, then it would just be pointing at like the TV, which is okay if you think about it. Then I don't see the chat at all. So this doesn't quite work out the best. I'm not a fan of streaming my gameplay. I do things very unorthodox and impulsively at times. What is this? Catchy 1995. You've come to my channel. I'm Paul Gale. Paul Gale Network is the channel name. I mostly go over video game news, rumors, share videos, insights on the industry. We go over Nintendo Directs, PlayStation State of Plays, break down game trailers. I do martial arts tutorial, exercise videos, etc. Normally I'm in my game room, but right now, just sitting on my living room couch with my dog, chilling, playing some Hades 2, reading the chat, seeing what is it like to stream in vertical mode with my phone on the tripod while looking at the TV and trying to do both at the same time, both engaging with the chat and playing. And it's not the best setup necessarily, you know? Using a cell phone, yeah, you could change to the back camera and still live stream. But if I did, I don't think I could read the chat. Or maybe I could. I'm not positive on that. Little experiments, you know? Okay, fair enough. And yeah, I like gaming. And I see, yeah, that's true. Yeah. Catchy 1995. Hopefully you will be around for a future stream. You know, usually it's a lot better of a setup when I'm at the computer in the game room and I can read the chat and I have different, you know, pieces of imagery on the screen and stuff. And yeah, for your first time, this might not necessarily like be the best introduction of what's this channel all about. Yeah, but it's all right. Johan S, you'll miss Doug Bowser. Yeah, Doug is great. All right, I'm choosing the Wave Flourish. Your specials hit foes with a splash that knocks other foes away.
We all are enemies trap. All of you gather round.
Yeah, to everybody in the chat,
Within mist-shrouded labyrinthine Erebus lie countless souls of the dead, awaiting judgment that shall never come.
He'll be judged soon enough.
for everyone in the chat, as I was saying, if you have the opportunity to pick up Hades, curious what all the fuss is about, do that. I mean, Hades 2 is absolutely worth it based off of my couple of hours at most that I've played between last night and today. But it's also $30. And if that's a little bit much for you to just go in blind with something, especially if you haven't played the original, then check out the first Hades for $6. Pretty safe buy. Good story, voice acting, cool characters, fun gameplay. It's really quite a good game. Since I am full of health, I'm going to go over here. I guess I could do that. I could finish a... Yeah, that kind of works. In Hades, you go through a little stage, and then there's a pausing point, and then you pick between one of two doors, kind of, and you go left or right, and you go with this power-up or this power-up, and that's sort of how you progress. So maybe I could do the chat in between. So I could read for a bit. Let's see, Tabby Pitt saying yes you can. I might have to try that then with the whole switching the camera around. But then you can't see me, right? You can see the TV, I can see the chat, but you can't see me. So it's possible. Master multitasker, yeah, Boo Mini. Yeah, I like the new Silent Hill F, great game. I really like horror games. That's cool. Catchy 1995. Did you already pick it up? Because it's out today, correct? That looks good. Let's see, you played several hours of Hades. Never finished. Got bored of the roguelike structure. Right, but we will see the chat. You aren't seen now. We want to see you. See? Nah. But at least this was a nice little way to talk in the meantime. Okay, now I'm gonna fight some enemies, so I could talk without looking. Ah, shoot. Gotta pay better attention. I was so impressed with the first game how the story kept progressing. It was amazing. Like, you dying is part of the narrative. It is known that you're going to die. It's known that you're not going to succeed right away. And the characters talk to you, and more characters come, and more characters come. And it's a really impressive role. The KG, hey Paul, here's a smashing weekend. That's right. What do you think about the Amiibo and what will they do in Metro Prime 4? Good question, the KG. At the very least, one will maybe refill your tank or give the tank in your motorcycle some temporary invincibility. Maybe replenish your missiles once a day, being able to do that. Replenish your health to full once a day. So like part way through a tough boss battle, it'll replenish your health. Or if it's been a while since you've been to a save location or a missile upgrade location and you're running low, you could tap it. The Silex one is a curious one. You're scanning a bad guy. Could it give you a Silex skin for your character? Something interesting like that. So in the third person shots, you're actually like Samus Aran, but with a Silex kind of costume on, gear on. I don't know. They haven't said it yet, which tells me there's going to be some kind of direct, which also tells me just maybe we're going to get Metroid Prime 2 and 3 on November 6th. We'll see, though. Video modes that offer dual camera, maybe. Samuel, hi there. December meet, what game are you playing? I'm playing Hades 2. You've been playing Silent Hill since the 21st of this month. Awesome. Goldfish, hey there. How's it going? Maybe this is vertical format reaching a different demographic. That's curious. I think so, Sketches. You pre-ordered Metroid Prime 4 last weekend? Heck yeah. I'm hoping maybe some skins that would be ace. I agree. Maybe the Dread Amiibo will unlock the Dread suit. Yeah, that'd be dope. Like, I hope that using the Metroid Dread skin, the Emmy skin, or Amiibo, I should say, unlock that. Because even though the game is a first-person adventure, you do see Samus quite often, evidently. That'd be pretty dope. December beat, Dread suit would be killer. Yeah. And there's also the other Metroid suits, you know? We have a Metroid Amiibo, like the actual Metroid breaking out of the canister Amiibo. That could do something. Deus Ex Remastered looks bad. You don't like the new look. Am I alone in hoping there's no Various suit this time? You hope there's no Various suit? I think we'll get classics. But we'll see. All right, back to another round. Get a little terrain kill bonus. Yeah, the early stages start off pretty easy, and then they ramp up in difficulty. I'm gonna try to be more productive today. Sleep cycle's getting messed up. I hope you get some good sleep, Sketches. Hope you all have a great weekend. Hope I'm doing an okay job reading while playing. The chat's not moving too fast, so Doug Bowser. Is he last game Metroid Prime 4? That's the last big game. Zoro, hey there. Hope you're having a good day too. Catchy. Can you recommend a decent game to play, but an old one? How old? How old of a game? Like something from 10 years ago? Super Mario 3D World, as that first came out on Wii U, really solid title. If you've got Nintendo Switch Online, then dang, oh, Super Metroid. I'm in Metroid kind of mode right now, you know. So if you like 2D Metroidvania games, kind of like Hollow Knight, Comet Mask Live. Are we talking about gaming here? Heck yeah, we are. I'm playing Hades 2 at the moment, but am a little bit split in gaming and, you know, chat reading. All right, I'm continuing. Yeah, Hades is cool. The art style is great. The gameplay is fun. The music is catchy. I love the characters, story. When you die and come back, you think, isn't that repetitive? To some people, it might be, but they weave in the storytelling so well that I can't help but be like, oh, intrigued by what happens next. Ah, and every run is a little bit different. Like I did not come across this big villain here in my first run. I didn't make it to a boss, but not here. Oh dang, she's hard. Ah. Every character has a different strategy to go about beating them. And clearly, this is my first time fighting this boss. I might not win. Okay, I barely pulled it off. I had 3 hearts left. Whew. Switch 2 Pro Controller is the best? Heck yes, it is. Comment Mask, do you like the Legend of Zelda games? Yes, I do. If you're curious, how much do I like the Legend of Zelda games? Google search, or right here on YouTube, search up the world's first The Legend of Zelda pool. I created it. I want something out of my comfort zone. I mostly play survival horror games. Well, Mario would be very different. So, Super Mario 3D World, Super Mario Odyssey, terrific games, very different than survival horror, but amazing. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, my favorite game of all time. It's 8 years old. Is that old at this point? For some people, it might be. Yeah, the music is catchy. Cardio gain. Whenever your attack or special deal damage, it restores some of your magic. That's good. Controlled burn. Your special also launches a fireball. Okay. Hold cast to aim a fireball, then explodes on impact. We'll go with controlled burn. Common Mask Live. Subscribe. Thank you. Veer OG. How's it going? going to a new area. Michael Gutman, are we doing some gaming today? Yeah, we are. I'm giving it a shot to see how well can I pull off gaming and having fun gaming, talking about what am I experiencing, still reading chat, not ignoring chat the whole time, but also doing it in not necessarily the most productive, efficient way because I've got the TV here and I'm got the iPhone on a tripod over there, right? But so far, not bad. At least with Hades 2, I could play a little bit, get back to chat, play a little bit, get back to chat. Breath of the Wild now is about the time between Link to the Past and Ocarina of Time. Isn't that wild in 128? Dang. Yeah, 8 years. Wow. Watched Nintendo completely surprises us and gives us a Link to the Past remake instead of Ocarina of Time remake. That would be pretty unexpected, Boo Mini. Yeah. The safer bet, I think, is Ocarina of Time remake, but Link to the Past would be cool to see. I can't complain with any Zelda, you know? You clear some bad guys and then a whole bunch more pop up. Uh-oh. Oh, phew, I thought I was dead.
Tucked away.
You could think you'd be having a bad run in Hades 2, and then all of a sudden, you get the right kind of power up. Michael Gutman, can I friend you on Switch so I could join you? You could join in Hades 2. Wait, Hades 2 has a 2-player mode? Yeah, we could do that later. Dude, is that you in the picture? Yeah, Catch You 1995. Yeah, that's me. If you think that's cool, type in live action Dragon Ball Z, Paul Gale. That's me. Yeah, most of the content that I do is video game related, but there's also some fun sketches and stuff like that. Yeah. Not in Hades 2, just in general for other games. Okay, Michael Gutman. I can't copy that now, but put that in. Uh-oh. In the next stream we do. Oh, snap. I got firepower and ice now at once. Well, that's awesome. Oh my gosh, I'm getting overwhelmed though. Hades 2, and Hades for that matter, are definitely games that you could play in short spurts. Just, you know, I'm going to go for a run. Maybe I'll last 20 minutes this time. Maybe I'll last 40 minutes this time. Maybe I'll have a really good run and last an hour and a half or something, you know? And that's it. Just go for a run. You know you're not going to beat it right away. And just enjoy whatever time you have. But it's also good if you want to deep dive and like sit here for a few hours and really enjoy the scenery, enjoy the characters, go back and read a little bit more. Anyone here playing Days new map? No, not me, Corey Bear. Is it bloody helly? Is it bloody hell, dude? Hades 2, or talking about that? Majora's Mask. Thanks, Kashi 1995. Stanley Video. What's the question? What happened to what? Odd guy. Let's see. Any other questions? Bumblebee asking, what's the thing next to you? That's my dog. Cozy Bear, hi there. I did buy Hades 1 yesterday. I didn't play it yet, though. Michael Gutman says, cool, cool. Thank you, Odd Guy. Cool, I see some Nintendo Switch codes being transferred back and forth. How long have I been doing martial arts? Since I was 4. I'm 42 now, so a good 38 years. These days I teach. I still train myself, but most of my training is with my students that I'm teaching, so I'm not under somebody's tutelage anymore. Gotta go with rare if you can. I would like to go for a power up. Boo Mini, yeah, I agree. I agree. It's a little bit different in vertical mode, huh? For the chat regulars, vertical's a little bit different today than horizontal, isn't it? Johan S. in a few days is October. Thank you, Pokemon fan and Boo Mini. That's cool, Sacagawea. Hi, Casey. Anyone doing any pumpkin carvings? Any plans? Thanks, T. How. Chuck Norris is a pretty easy costume for me. I've done it before. All it is like, you know, I get a flannel shirt on, throw on some jeans. There you go. Or just get out one of my karate gis. And that's pretty simple to pull off. Especially now with the beard, you know. How much longer will I let it go? I'm not sure. But it's been pretty fun so far, growing, I guess. A little bit different. I could gift or I could accept. I'll accept. Yvonne Francois, hi there. Have you seen the movie? I don't know about that. See how you got the look? Yeah. I met Chuck Norris once. I want to say back in like 2005 or so. He was nice. He was cool. Your dogs go after the pumpkins and things on the porch. Ash just sent 5 Gale Network gifted memberships. Huge thank you, Ash. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for being here. And thank you for gifting out those memberships. Let's see if we could see who were the recipients. A, let it flow. Paul, let it flow. Yeah, you know, when I brush it out, like right now it's combed down, but when I go out, I'm like, dang, it's sticking out there a little bit. But yeah, back to Ash. Big thank you for the 5. Can I like that from here? No, I can't. See, I have less control here. I would like to highlight your name, Ash, and give you some props, some thanks on the stream, but I can't. So verbally, know that I'm grateful for your contribution and helping boost up this channel. So thank you. It's nice of you. I don't know who got gifted, Crazy Scott, but Ash just did so to 5. Hi, and you can only do that for the super chats. Well, if I could hold my thumb down right now on your name, give you a heart, give you that like, give that reply, I definitely would. Sometimes I do, more often than not, I do the horizontal streams. I'm on my computer, so, you know, I put up, you know, who contributed throughout the stream. So I would give you that extra shout out. But know that I am thankful for you being here right now and hope that you're having a good time here. Let's see. Holy cow, JG says, my beard is over 2 feet. You've been growing it for 8 or 9 years. Wow. You know that thing's like down to here-ish? Like, dude, that's awesome. Hold on. JG, if you let the beard grow out, is it 2 feet in length all over? Or do you, okay, shave some stuff and it's just like from this part down 2 feet? Or that's kind of interesting because like right now, I'm letting everything grow out equally long everywhere. So I don't know how long I'll let it grow, but like 8 inches out in every direction would be kind of wild, you know? Ash, why don't you load your stream on a laptop? You know, this is a little bit of an experiment today because the whole thought for today was, because we've been talking in chat lately, of how about I live stream while playing a game, but I don't have a capture card at the moment. So I've been looking into getting a capture card, hooking it up to my desktop, and bringing like my PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, or Nintendo Switch 2, or Nintendo Switch, I guess, for that matter, and bring it into my game room where I'm normally on YouTube live streaming, and then play. And so I could look at the screen in this window at the chat and this window at the game. But since I don't have that yet, I'm just experimenting today. iPhone vertical mode, standing in a tripod right here while I'm looking at the TV way over there, you know? Blue blood, Chuck Norris, yeah, that's right. Let's see. Oh, looks broken regarding the who's getting the memberships? Yeah, I don't know. So I did notice that yesterday the memberships did indeed go to the channel recipients, but it just didn't show up live. And that's kind of the fun, is like seeing who got it on live, you know? Yeah. You usually just put it in a knot or braid it up for work. That's cool. Why don't you try a mobile stream in horizontal format, showing your game footage on TV? So I could do that, but either you only see the game footage and not me, or I turn it in a way so that I could play and I could position the camera, the iPhone in this case, right? So you could see kind of like the profile of me and the TV at the same time. And then I'm kind of like looking to the side and playing. Yeah. Good ideas. Could use a mirror. I've seen some do that too. Yeah. Uso. Interesting. Interesting. Let's see what else we've got in here. All right, I'm gonna go play another round. We'll see how well this round goes. If you're gonna die in this game, you want it to be against like a really hard enemy that got you, and not some weak little minion that, like, dude, you should have avoided that. You know what I mean? Pick up some swag. That's pretty cool. For your live streams, I always use horizontal format. Mobile streams, because I don't have the proper equipment to have a webcam and capture card. Yeah. Gaming is definitely great. I agree. This chat isn't FIR. I don't know what that was. FIR. 0 out of 10 rage bait. Yeah. Alrighty. Let's improve the magic. No. Magic?
Soul tonic.
So I improved my magic, which is good. The game is beautiful. I mean, even though it took me a while to get started. Yo, Paul, my friend is saying hi. Well, hi there. To you and your friend. There always is one in the chat. Yeah. I'm playing Hades 2. IFHL75. It just came out yesterday on Nintendo Switch 2.
Here goes.
Really good.
Greetings, witch.
Ah,
Are you better prepared this time?
I've reached the boss again.
Too calm, suppressing your anger for the illusion of control.
Egomaniac 87. Who did? Oh. Oh. Gotcha. Gotcha, Egomaniac. Got it. Yeah. For the regulars that are in here right now, you could see how the vertical brought on a different audience, huh? It's nice because we got some new people that are cool, that are enjoying the chat, enjoying the conversation, having fun with you. But it also brought in a little bit of a different audience than normal. Some with some words that don't necessarily vibe well or are necessary, right?
You've taught me patience, headmistress. But now you ask me to lash out at you in rage. What shall it be?
See, so yes, you do die a lot in Hades and you get back to the beginning, but when you get to a character that has defeated you before, like a boss or a mini boss or something like that, which I am at now against the headmistress. She beat me last time on my first run. I'm a little bit better prepared, but I'm not anticipating winning now. The conversation between us is different, and this happens many, many times. So it's not like you're just repeating the same stuff. The story is actually continuing, it evolves. Yeah, Ash, it looks like that. Bringing more attention to the channel, something that is easier to scroll through and more people find. But opening up to other types of folks too that might not have the same sentiment or kindness or words in wanting to build a positive community and have people just talk and chill and get along. You know what I mean? Yeah, David Patterson. What that person had said was nothing to do with anything. Yeah, Catchy 1995. Have you ever played Onimusha on PS2? Yes, I have. There's a new Oni. Well, you might know this, Catchy. There's a new Onimusha in the works.
Give me both rage,
They announced it at Summer Game Fest,
benefit our
if I'm not mistaken.
system, and fight
Yeah, I was there in June at Summer Games Fest, and it was good. It looks good. Onimusha is solid. New Okami looking solid. All right, time to probably die, but maybe not in a boss fight. Ah, I died. Done. I think I did better the first time around, but that's okay. You slowly get a little bit stronger this time. I'm a little bit distracted. Now you start over. But not bad.
Hail, spirit.
You invoke me?
Mods, yeah. Ash says, "Are you ready for the new Mega Pokemon in Legends ZA?" Yeah. You can see Pokemon Fan 34 also clearly is. I haven't spoiled myself too much in who who gets the Mega Evolutions this time around, you know what I mean? So I'm kind of excited. I've seen a little bit of which Pokemon get the Mega Evolutions, but I think I'll be okay with not knowing most until the game comes out and playing and seeing them for the first time. But I'm looking forward to it. I don't know who's my starter yet gonna be either. I'm doing a countdown series. I don't know if you've seen that, Ash. That's pretty fun. As of today, there are 20 days until Pokemon Legends ZA. David Patterson, yeah, that kind of behavior, anyone that's going to come in and be mean or racist or condescending or say something, you know, anti person for no reason, they could get out of here. That's not needed, I just got a shiny Bellsprout, shiny Bulbasaur, nice Bulbasaur, one of my favorites, and shiny Kakuna in Let's Go. Got to get prepared for mega shiny Victory Bell, Venusaur, and Beedrill. Heck yeah. Yeah, looks great, but I have to play the new Onimusha game in Japanese. I don't like the main character's English voice acting, but that's just you. That's all right. Understandable. Andrew Amos, hi. Ash, you saw the post on Twitter about it. Cool. Andrew, today is my 22nd birthday. I just wanted to let you guys know I would appreciate a happy birthday wish. Well, that's really cool. Happy birthday, Andrew. I hope you have an awesome one. 22 years old. Same here. Plus 20. Happy birthday. Have a good year, man. Stay healthy. Stay happy. Enjoy some good gaming. And yeah, have a fun day. Hope you enjoy a little bit of time here on the stream and have fun with whatever you got planned,
Dora, don't you pay any attention to what's been happening out there? The rise of the Titan of Time, the siege of Olympus?
Nope, can't say any of that rings a bell. Olympus, that's where the family members you don't like live, right? And the Titan of Time, I get that he's bad, but he's never done anything to me personally, as far as I know, so.
This entire encampment exists to resist his efforts to overthrow the gods and rule the world?
Well then, maybe I should thank him, because I happen to like this encampment.
Oh, shush. Moonlight guide you.
And the sun bleach your bones.
Yeah, feel free, community, to do exactly that.
Take it easy.
If anyone's being not cool.
The cauldron's ready for me now.
My cauldron's ready. I like that.
Salutations.
Salutations. At least our cauldrons finally purified.
Hello, Mr. Chicken Lad.
Speaking of which, are you as yet considering an invocation to them? I have my doubts that they would listen even now.
Hello, Dago. You like the shirt? Thank you. Classically trained. True words. Ash asking, also, what team are you going to be for the upcoming Splatoon Splatfest in Splatoon 3? What are the choices? Is it like the ghoul ghost zombie that they had a few years ago? I'm curious. Because it's been a while since I've played a little bit of Splatoon 3. I played like 3 months ago when Nintendo Switch 2 came out, and I was curious what games got the upgrade, and then some games didn't just get a little upgrade. Some games got that extra bump, you know. Splatoon 3 being one of the ones that got that extra bump. One of my first consoles was a regular Nintendo. That's cool, Dago. JM Powers asking about the Splatfest. Yeah, that'd be good to know. You're going to buy a Super Nintendo soon? Cool. Are you going to get a classic one or an SNES Classic Edition? The mini. Thank you, Pokemon Fan 34. What team are you going to be? Okay, so it's past, present, or future. Oh. Dang, that's tough. I'd be very curious to see what the future is like. My kids, who they are, but I wouldn't want to know. You know, I want to live in the moment. But there's curiosity there. Where am I at? My wife, video game industry, the world, movies, like all of it. You know, past. Gosh, you could do so many things, so many moments over the years. Jurassic era. If you could travel across the world too, you could see monuments being built. Incredible moments. Present, I mean, that's what we're in, right? And the president is wonderful, you know, make it wonderful. Gonna have to look at it. That was the Grand Festival. The Splatfest coming up is Zombie, Skeleton, or Ghost. I guess I'll go with Zombie and we'll call it Future. Splatfests are fun. Yeah. I want Paperboy as well. Yeah, Paperboy was cool. I remember that. I used to play Paperboy on the NES with my friends. Oh wow, it's like the ghost from the Christmas Carol. Just busy. Wish you had one when you have time working a lot for the wedding. Dago, you're getting married soon? That's pretty cool. Congratulations if that's the case, if I read that correctly. What's your take on Resident Evil 6? Bad or good game? I don't want to be this guy, LOL. You subbed? Thank you. I wish they do one a week. You played Paperboy on the Master System. Resident Evil 6? It's not a bad game. It's not necessarily what people wanted out of Resident Evil, but doesn't make it bad, you know? I've played it. It's still fun. It's still cool. Taking it from more survival horror to horror action perhaps wasn't the most popular choice, but that's okay. Sometimes you got to experiment. You got to go out of the normal of what you do in development to kind of expand the IP, bring in new fans, and then, you know, constantly evolve while you hold on to the past, but embrace the future simultaneously. JG5 was one of my faves. Got to play 6. I know 6 did very well on Nintendo Switch. Do you usually play Splatoon during Splatfest and Big Run? So these days, like, I'm not a regular Splatoon player anymore, but yeah, when something comes up, like, I'll hop into a Splatfest. Not necessarily every one, but I'll try to make the Splatfest still. Because Splatoon 3 is still a lot of fun.
If there's any chance the 3 fates shall aid us, I'll take it. Thank you for preparing things for me. Though I'm well short of freshly picked reagents still.
I'd offer such reagents if I could, but as you venture past this glade, look carefully along your path and you shall find them. Fate's willing.
By the way, did any of you see this morning's shorts? And if so, what'd you think? 3 shorts went up. It was the Pokemon Legends ZA one, which was fun. Simple, but fun. Eradicate. Echoes of Wisdom. That was cool. That was the most fun one to do. And then Hyrule Warriors. Simple but cool. Tabby Cat. Tabby, change your name. Tabby, Echoes was my favorite. Cool. Yeah. David Patterson, the pool one was awesome. Cool, cool. Ash, we are still guaranteed to get at least one more year of Splatfest and Big Run. Yeah, that's good. I'm glad that they're not stopping. Love the pool one. Echoes of Wisdom one was perfect. Matthew Ballaram. That's good. Yeah. I was like, am I going to throw a mattress in here? A whole bed? Fixed name to match game streams. That's smart. That's good.
Last night I dreamt of this.
Echoes one was great. Michael Gutman says, good, good. Thank you. So I've got Knight's Craftwork. Reveal gathering tools within the silver pool. Unlock them to gather. The earth yields its splendors readily to those bearing Knight's silver and a worthy purpose. Okay. Summoning of mercantile fortune. Persuade the wretched broker to appear, with whom you may trade for various resources. Bones of the dead remain a valuable commodity to those who know their secrets. Interesting. Knight's Craftwork.
Great night, reveal now your works within our silver pool. So noted be.
That's cool. I guess I could do both.
Like night and darkness, let my will be done. Broker, welcome to the crossroads.
Good looking game. Let's go up here. George Harrison, what's up? Let's see. Peach is snoring, yep. Okay, fair enough. I didn't like Resident Evil 6. It's the worst for me. Thankfully, Capcom brought out Resident Evil 7 because Ari was dying. 7 definitely changed up the game. Like, that was pretty scary. Some people didn't like the first-person perspective. Changed it up too much, but it really brought the horror back into Resident Evil because, like you said, 6 wasn't necessarily a horror game, you know? But 7, being locked up in that house, having that creepy family, going under the floorboards, escaping from room to room. They really set the stage. Capcom did good there. And with Village 2, pretty good ambiance. Later on, they updated Village to have that third person. And now Requiem's looking good. That footage out of Tokyo Game Show is pretty solid. Do you think there will ever be a remake or continuation of Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six? I think so. I loved it on N64 and also had Rainbow Six Vegas on Sega Dreamcast. Yeah, David Patterson, actually, I don't know if you saw this short from a few weeks ago, but it was the anniversary of Rainbow Six. Yeah. I ran a couple times without the camera. Kind of fun. Love Rainbow Six, Ghost Recon, and Splinter Cell. To me, that title continued. Call of Duty or any other games as such would not be anywhere where they are today. Mike VR, yo! What's up, Mike VR? Thank you for the €2.49. What's the word for cent? Is it equivalent? The 2.5 euros. Big thank you, Mike VR. Appreciate you being here. Thank you for the super chat. Crazy Scott works calls later. Runt wishes they would reboot Splinter Cell. Nin 128. If it ain't got tank controls, it ain't Resident Evil. That's true. I mean, that's the classic. 1 and 2 are the best. Shout outs to Code Veronica. I was going to say, Code Veronica was another great one. Yeah, I could see them remaking Code Veronica. I think it's going to happen eventually. No, I didn't see it. You'll have to look it up. Ah, cool, David. Yeah, it's a couple weeks back. Tabby Cats, in my opinion, Paul, you're doing just fine splitting the game for this chat time. Oh, thank you. The Great Wa says hi. Oh, says hi again. Hi. Mike VR with another 250 euros. Boom. Big thank you, Mike VR. I appreciate that. Thank you for the back-to-back support. Hope you're having a good day. I'm in a different place today because it was like light rain this morning. Very, very light drizzle. We got Peach over here being a lazy, sleepy dog. I was craving some Hades too, but I wanted to stream. So I thought, let me give this a shot. It has brought in some cool new people. It's brought in some folks with some questionableness to them and the why they're here. But overall, we're still having a good time. Colin Farity, love the shorts. Big thank you. They've definitely been fun to do. I'm glad to hear that.
Shades of the dead residing there, all scattered to the ends of the earth.
You shades are welcome here and safe.
I liked Resident Evil 4. For me, that was the pinnacle. I grew up a Resident Evil fan. I played the first one on PlayStation. I don't know if I played the second one first on PS1 or Nintendo 64, but I played Resident Evil 2 back in the day. Resident Evil 3, Code Veronica on the Dreamcast. Then got the remake of one on GameCube and 0. I played Code Veronica on GameCube, but didn't buy that. Bought 4 on GameCube, though. Umbrella Chronicles, bought that on Wii. And then Resident Evil 5 and 6 I played on that Xbox 360, PS3 era. Resident Evil Revelations on 3DS. And yeah, that brought us up to like Biohazard. Village. And yeah, looking forward to Requiem. You're a fixed camera angles type of guy? Yeah, it's pretty old school. I mean, that's as old school as it get with Resident Evil. You recently completed the first one, or 4 on PS5. Loved it. Completed Village last week. Nice. You went back to back. Yeah, when they remade 2 and 3 on PS4 and now had the remake of 4, yeah, it's really done well for the series. Yeah, Matt Weeks, Code Veronica remake. One day, it's gonna happen. They're doing really well with their past RE titles.
Hail, broker.
Fate Fabric. Ashes. Psych. What's Fate Fabric? So I don't know what everything does yet. You know what? Let's experiment.
Trade you.
We got some fake fabric.
Where'd Nemesis go?
Greetings.
Death to Kronos, sir.
You're getting yet. The good witch put you to the test out there, did she? Quite an intensive teaching style, I always thought. She expects a lot from you, but that's just what happens when you have such potential.
Blockbuster Hollywood Video, yeah. Renting games back in the day. A lot of fun.
Then she must be disappointed with my results, although she's careful not to show it. Same as you, Odysseus.
Come, I know how dispiriting it is to chart one's course only to lose one's way. We rarely get where we must go the fastest way we can.
As long as we get there at all.
Do any of you have any gaming plans this weekend?
I'll film my favorite hound and polecat friends.
Yeah, JG, the nostalgia right there. I didn't like Resident Evil 2 Remake and 3 Remake. I prefer the OG. Hey, that's okay. You know, nothing wrong with appreciating the classics and liking the classics more. The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time will always hold a very special place in my heart, you know. When they do the remake, and regardless of how impressive that remake is visually, there's a chance that I'll say, but the original, that one's still like my version of it. But I will definitely welcome the remake. And heck, I hope the remake is better in every way. You know, I hope the remake is better in terms of graphics, of voice acting, cutscenes, controls, gameplay, surprises, etc. I want things to improve, you know? Robbie 2, NES is legend. Yeah, NES is... It's what started so much, you know?
May you have pleasant dreams. Rest easy, son of Nyx.
A finely chiseled countenance of the underworld's unseated king instills a sense of quiet contemplation and resolve in whosoever dares to meet those stone, unseeing eyes.
When it comes to remake of Resident Evil 3, for me at least, I felt the OG was better and much scarier. Yeah. Interesting how, even with better graphics, it doesn't necessarily guarantee that it's scarier, right? Some people still get terrified of the classic Resident Evil, like zombie turning over its head, and yet, you know, in the one remake, despite the better graphics, it didn't do it. Yet for some people, oh no, that's what terrified them. Cecil Ryan, hello there. Okay.
Watch over me, Father.
Let's see. Which game is better? Well, that's a good question. Zelda's pretty awesome. Metal Gear is pretty awesome. I was around in 1998 for both. Thanks for asking the question. I remember reading Electronic Gaming Monthly, and it was back-to-back issues where Metal Gear Solid became the first game of theirs that they reviewed to get 4 10s, and then Ocarina of Time the next month, 4 10s. Super cool. RE remake is to this day the very best remake ever made in Nintendo 128. You know what? Hard to argue with that. It stayed so faithful to the original, but also was such a jump in graphics. My goodness. Showing the difference what could be done on PlayStation and Nintendo GameCube just one generation later. Yeah. Really impressive. Renting N64 games and VHS tapes. Special place. Yeah, it was. Pretty awesome times. You deal 20% damage to foes in your casts. Game magazines, you missed those. I'm going to leave you with Peach and the Metroid pillow for a moment while I get some water. But I'll be right back. This is going to be... Normally, when I leave a stream for a moment, it's already kind of weird. But at least people look at the chair and statues, right? Now, if people stumble upon the stream, it's like, what am I looking at? A couch with a pillow and a dog? I'll be right back. Just got to get some water. Oh, there goes Peach. All right, back to some Hades 2 and some streaming. Let's see. Used to about to get a game in the magazine with a demo. Yeah, those were cool. Let's see. What else we got in here? Crazy how we go into live in between different generations of technology. Was that another mod that was asking an insane question Apollo 2 minutes ago? Random user. Did anybody hear? You get to the cereal and you get like a mini lightsaber. I remember getting stuff like that. Game Informer, yeah. It's pretty cool how, gaming has evolved. What's a demo? I don't know. Going to Toys R Us or Target and having a kiosk there of a NES, Super NES, Sega Genesis, and playing a game. What's a demo? Getting a disc when you go to Pizza Hut and that disc has a whole bunch of games to play, or a disc to try out a dozen titles in your magazine subscription, or that you pick up from the newsstand or something. What's a demo? Just digitally playing any number of games on any console that you could download like that. Wow. There's so much to play these days, you know what I mean? Like, gaming has never been more affordable or easier to access than it is now.
What is my power?
It's pretty cool.
There's something new here.
New weapon. Yeah, I know what Catchy 1995 is talking about. When cereal boxes had some kind of gift at the bottom. That was pretty cool. Yep.
Don't have enough. The crescent pig. Reveal to me the bounties of the earth.
If you never played a demo on a janky ass controller at GameStop, then you never lived. That's right, JG.
Ah, there she is again at last.
Much more than just the staff bathing in there.
Witch's staff. KB Toy Stores, I remember. Good memories.
Such as this where two realms meet.
I think I asked earlier. Any gaming plans for y'all this weekend? I'm gonna go see a movie tonight. The Long Walk or The Longest Walk. I forgot the title, but my wife and I are gonna go check that out. Looks kind of interesting.
I'm rested well enough.
Sam Goody, you love that store. Can't go back in time, no, but try to make the most out of the present.
The heart sigil. There's some more silver I can use. Doubtless this one knows hatred, not just love. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Right on, Jimmy.
Hello, gorgeous. You look like you can break some hearts even without my aid.
Aphrodite.
So proud knowing you're fighting for your kin.
Yo, a 90s Back to the Future would be sick. And Back to the Future. Awesome movie. Dang. Really good. Why, hello, gorgeous. You look like you could break some hearts even without my aid. Oh, your brother would be so proud knowing you're fighting for your kin. Aphrodite, goddess of love. You automatically inflict weak on nearby foes and gradually restore magic near them. All right.
I've much to learn from her, I think.
By the way, are there any other options that you all see in the chat? Like, what does it look like on your end? Is hype a thing on streams? I don't think so. But there's something else on live streams, right? Beyond hype in vertical mode. I thought. I don't know, YouTube is doing some new things. I mean, I appreciate the likes. I appreciate 15 people in here, 27 likes already, $5.83 in super chats, 5 gifted subs. That's a great morning right there, or a great whatever time it is that you're watching. Hopefully, to those of you new, stick around, and the next time we do a live stream, you'll see what they're normally like when we're covering some more video game news and stuff like that. And to those that are regulars, hope you're having some fun, even if it's not as engaging as normal. 28 likes, right on, Pokemon Fan 34. Don't see hype, just likes. Hey, that's okay. I think hype might just be for long style videos, not shorts even. I don't know. David Patterson, but all of us here just shows we can still create that magic and still continue on that wave into our adulthood as we are now, especially with Paul and the gaming family here. I love it here. Well, thank you so much, David. I'm glad that you're all here and still hopefully having some fun, even if it's not as, visually appealing with, stuff in the background and stuff on screen. Near all of the near endless pathways in suffocating Erebus lead to dead ends, and very scarce are those who can navigate them.
Took only my entire life to figure out.
Okay, we've got Aphrodite helping us out this time.
Not now.
All right. Trying a new level out. See what happens. I remember when I was playing Hades, I was like, if I don't get a perfect in the first X many stages, it's already done. I know I'm not going to make it, I like this just chilled out. Thank you for subscribing. Even when we have our horizontal streams, it's still a pretty chill vibe. It's still a chill, easygoing community. We've got a good vibe here, talking, gaming. No stress. Everyone's nice. Everyone's supportive. Oh, this is something good to share with you since you're new here. Hold on, I'll get to it in just a moment. I don't want to die. Tony Mamaluke, what are you playing? I'm playing Hades 2. Really good. And Wiki, I played Resident Evil 7 for a while on PS5, and it was fun for a bit, but the whole running around from the killer and sneaking around under the floorboards just wasn't for me. I like the original concept better. Why 3DS games are on Switch. They were good. Why was New Game Mario Kart Deluxe? I was going to say Takechi 1995, and for that matter, Tony Mamaluke, and Robbie too. 3 of you are, new here today. In particular, Catchy 1995, who subscribed. What we normally do, including today, but it would just be done a little bit differently, I guess. I have to figure out a different way to do it, sort of, is on my live streams, whenever the community gets to a total of $64 donated to the chat, to the stream, whether that's through subscriptions, gifted subs, people just doing a super chat, whatever. Anytime we hit 64, I right away go to GameStop.com. I buy a $10 eShop card. We run a random wheel, and I give back $10 right back then and there, boom, to somebody in the audience. So it's kind of cool. We don't give out a $10 eShop card every stream because we don't always hit that like goal of 64. But whenever we do, we do. Every day, Paul Gale gets closer and closer to going full caveman. That's right, Nate. Welcome, Nintendo Prime, to the chat. Nate, I'm giving it an attempt. Playing some Hades 2 while live streaming. It's kind of a chill vibe today. It's a little bit light rain, morning dew. Got sleepy doggo right over here. And I was like, you know what? This is not a capture card setup. This is an iPhone standing a couple of feet away from me in vertical mode while I'm looking this way at the TV. Kind of able to multitask. Fortunately, Hades 2, I could go into a room, beat some bad guys, and then get back to chat, you know, so I'm not too removed. You need to keep the beard, Wiki says. I'm doing it, Wiki, for at least a little while longer. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how long I'll go.
But we have the situation here under control. Just locked in a bit of a stalemate is all.
Part of me is curious. Can I make it a year? Can I last a year? Oof. A year. Ah. This is like 5 weeks now, I want to say. What are we at? August 26th or something. Holy smokes! Out of nowhere. Nintendo Prime, what are you doing? With 10 gifted memberships. Dang, huge thanks, Nate. Big thank you. How was your night? You didn't hop on live, so I'm guessing you had a fun night. Yeah, you could feel the love tonight. I bet you could feel the love last night. Oh! Thank you, Nintendo Prime, for the 10 gifted memberships. Wow. One of them went through. Did it really? You see one? Oh, Wiki got one. Okay. Wiki received a gifted membership. Well, that's cool. It wasn't that kind of fun. Oh, okay. We just played games and watched a movie. Oh, okay. Played some games, huh? Watched a movie, huh? Well, that's cool, Nate. I mean, any kind of fun, you know, is good fun. We're gonna go watch a movie tonight. The Long Mile, the Long Walk, the Walking Mile. I don't know what it's called. It's like a suspense movie, not quite horror, but suspense movie where a part of this weird game that the world's got going on, you just walk. And the longest walk, maybe that's what it's called. And the person who walks the longest without stopping wins. If you stop at any point, you get shot. So that's what my wife and I are going to see today. But thank you, Nintendo Prime. I appreciate it, Nate. Anyone who's watching now that's not already subscribed to Nintendo Prime, you should go check out Nintendo Prime's YouTube channel. Nate Brumfeljans. He's in the chat. He's a good guy, and he has a good channel. Most people here probably are already subscribed, but there's some people here that are new today that might be new to Nate's channel too. So if you like Nintendo news and daily video game videos covering the industry, go to check out Nintendo Prime's channel on YouTube. You booked a hotel for a ball we're going to go to on October 11th. That's pretty cool. Well, that's good. Pokemon fan, you sure about that? Sure about that, yeah. Hello, the Cringe Prophet. Welcome. David agrees with bringing the memories for me. South Park pinball machines. So those other gifts, Pokemon Fan 34, they're there, but for some reason, they're not showing up here. We only saw the recipient of one, not the names of the other 9. Now, there are not a whole lot of people watching this vertical stream this morning, so it could be that there's nobody in the chat at the moment to give it to, but there clearly are, like Catchy 1995 is here. Ah, so Nate is saying, you may not have enough people left anymore that have gifted turned on. People have to turn on the ability to receive it. If that's the case, I will be refunded for the other 9. Interesting. I guess we'll see. Out of 5,600 people, no more than like 300 or something like that have gifted turned on? Well, dang. Come on. I'm trying to grow this community up. Darius, hello, Mr. Paul. Hello there. How am I doing today? I'm doing well, thank you. How are you doing? It isn't shocking since you haven't streamed that much in the past. Yeah. I mean, it could be that like this 300-ish is like the total that are thinking of tuning in and streaming. But surely of those 5,600 or like 5,300, right, that don't have a membership, that they're also a part of like other communities where they would be watching live streams and would want a membership, right? But not necessarily. Like a lot of the people that are those 5,000 something could be folks that watch my martial arts content, and therefore they're like not that inclined, you know, to get a membership to the channel, you know. This was an issue for you when they first added gifted subs. I had an influx of 500 right away gifted, but 250 didn't go through because people didn't have it turned on. Dang. True, Pokemon Fan 34 had to turn it on. Over time and growing more, now I have thousands subbed to my channel with it turned on, and I have never run out of people it could go to. Yeah. We'll see, because yesterday, Roger Enyart had a decent amount gifted that we didn't end up seeing. Well, who did it go to? Now, we ended up still doing a $10 eShop gift card giveaway. It would kind of stink to retroactively see, oh man, everything got refunded, which is okay for the person, but then that means those funds that were donated didn't go through, and yet I still did the gift card giveaway, so then now it's, you know, oh, I gave 10 out of the 64, which is realistically 10 out of the 42, but now it's, no, I just gave 10 out of 0 because what was gifted could potentially be refunded. You know what I mean? Wiki, happy Friday, growing my beard till Paul cuts his. Oh, dang, Wiki. First of all, oh, that's a cool challenge that you put upon yourself. How long to let it grow? If I did a year, you'd basically see, I think I was freshly shaven maybe when I did the first short, which was like August 14th or something like that. So August 14th to now, you're looking at like, it's been like 5 weeks or so. If I lasted a whole year, dude, you'd get a whole year in gaming history with a continuously growing beard, 365 days. It'd be kind of cool. It'd be kind of wild. I don't know. Paul, I'm sure you're screwed, right? Whatever will you do without that $10? You know, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. If I don't have that $10 eShop card, but you know what? Tabby Pitts. No, not Tabby Pitts. Yeah, no, Tabby Pitts. Well, Tabby, hold on. What's Tabby's new name? Hold on. Tabby Tabby Pitts. It's too far back to when Tabby last commented. Tabby was the recipient of the gift card yesterday. So even if Tabby Tabby Cat Gaming, even if the $10 eShop card was purely from me and not because, you know, it was part of that $64 that I gave $10 back, I'm still happy that she won because she's a regular and that's good. Cran, what could you buy for 10 right now? Dude, Hades is on sale on the eShop for $6.24. Hades is terrific. You could buy the whole freaking game for $10, for less than $10. So if you win a $10 eShop card on my channel, easy answer. Hades, one of the Game of the Year contenders for sure back in 2020 for $6. That'd leave you with $3 and change. That's what you could get for $10. That's what's up. That's right, JG. Darius, Mr. Paul, what do you like to do for fun? Playing video games, working out, playing with my kids, watching movies and TV shows with my wife, swimming, teaching martial arts, training martial arts myself, fighting, sparring. Chores? I mean, there are certain chores I like. And I like to mow the lawn, yeah? It's always therapeutic. Doing windows, I'm not that big of a fan of. Mowing lawns, I like. Vacuuming, I like. I like the nice clean streaks that I see afterwards, you know? But windows, too chaotic, you know? Wow, if you did a year, I might just have to donate more money so I have permission to cut it. Oh, wow. I look like your English teacher? That's pretty cool. I mean, I'm always someone's teacher. St. Paul hit the year. Yeah. David Patterson. Okay, hard to find a bowling alley. Yeah, bowling alleys are fun. Pinball machines are fun. I think I'm caught up on the chat on that regard. Hey G, how's it going? You should dress up like Rex. Not sure who Rex is. Tsukino Ame, hi there. You're late, but that's okay. Welcome, welcome. Oh, Rex from Napoleon Dynamite. Not a bad idea. I'm crediting it to the Nintendo Switch 2 shoulder patch. Yeah, that's pretty dope. That is pretty cool. Wait a minute. Oh, I didn't see this. Nin128, happy birthday to you. I didn't know it was your birthday. Well, that's really cool. Hang on there. Big happy birthday, Nin128. Hold on. Oh, no, you already have it. I was like, dang it. If anything, you need to be gifted today. You need to be gifted today. But thank you for sending a super chat. I appreciate it. You know, seeing you here regularly has been pretty awesome. Thank you for the support. Thank you for showing up to these streams. And we'll talk more about next week, October 2nd, coming up very soon. And Super Mario Galaxy 1 plus Super Mario Galaxy 2. We got to talk more on that. I appreciate your support. And, you know, I mean it when I say, I hope you have a super happy birthday. Do something fun today. Have a cool weekend. Productive, or just chilling. Sometimes chilling is productive, you know? The mental health, right? But stay healthy. Have a blast, man. Whatever you do. Thanks for being cool. I could tell from just talking on here. You know, you've got a good vibe that you bring to the chat, that you share with the community. I appreciate that. So have fun however you have it, right? Stay healthy and have a nice year, dude. Happy birthday, Nid128. If I knew your name, that's the funny thing. I don't know your name, so I'm just reading the username. So happy birthday, okay? Will you be on later today? I'll be on the podcast for an hour until 6:30. Yeah. Is that Sleepy Peach on the couch? Yes, it is. Steak 1024. And then 128. You're welcome. Wiki saying happy birthday. Oh, also, yes. You're never too old for fun. Catchy saying Darksiders Genesis is $6.99 on PSN store if people like those type of games. Hey, that's a good deal. December, back brother, big fan. Hey, welcome. Thank you for being here. Welcome back. Weekend birthdays. Yeah, that's a good one. Should we get back to Hades 2? I'm not going anywhere, Peach. She thought I was getting off the couch. She's like, I can't live without you. Come back here, Peach. Yeah. Peach, you're a good dog. Just what a little cuddle. What a little cuddle, buddy. You see this? You see this? This is dog. This is a loving Peach. She's a good armrest. Apollo, the god of light, says, "Do bide your time, sunshine. The Titan thinks he has us pinned, but we have the situation here under control. Just locked in a bit of stalemate is all." Nova Strike. We're gonna go with Nova Strike. Bailey Smith says hello. Uh-oh. I was not. That's dangerous. I cannot enter a new room looking at the screen. As I'm getting more powerful, more surprises are happening. This is not good. Especially when I started off not paying attention. Come on, bad guys, fall for my trap. Someone is targeting me. Encountering a new character. You automatically inflict weak on nearby foes and gradually restore magic near them. Or my attacks go up. You know, I'm gonna improve the Nova Strike, even though the other one was rare. That's fine.
Together we shine, sister.
It's been too
Ooh,
long.
Artemis.
Look at you on your great hunt. Not ideal circumstances, but you've finally begun. Know that the family has your back, surprised as they are about this.
No shortage lately of surprises on Olympus or below. It's good to see you, Artemis, but I must be off. Time's against us and all that.
Time's an old fool, too busy besieging the mountain of the gods to sense the threat headed his way. Go get him. Here's what I have.
Catchy 1995. Something about you now, I swear I know you. I could be wrong. You might have seen me from shorts. I do a lot of shorts on YouTube and stuff. Are you gonna stream proper soon? I'd love to watch your perspective on Hades 2. I plan on it sooner or later. I don't know when. Paul, have you checked out the Mario Kart Are we live? Did we freeze for a bit? I think it like froze for a bit. I did classes and I teach too. Yeah, I mean I took and I do teach. JG saying we back. Yeah. Okay, we're live. I think what happens is like I got a phone call, and then that's the other downside kind of to live streaming on your phone. You get a phone call, it pauses evidently.
My blessing is yours.
Roger, in yard.
Good hunting.
Hey there, peeps. How's everyone today? Welcome, Roger, to the stream. We're doing things a little bit differently today. We're playing Hades 2 while still trying to read the chat in between zones, talk, respond. Doing more talking than I am gaming, honestly. But that's okay. Still having some fun. Oh, wow. This gives off like a sonic boom kind of thing. That's not nice. Not bad. One of the upgrades that I got sends out like a heat-seeking arrow that does a little bit of damage. Nothing major, but pretty cool. This game's got such a cool style thing. I dig it.
Yes, my lord. I met Apollo, grandmother, Uncle Poseidon. I've known Artemis and Hermes for so long. I'm impressed they kept my secret from the others all this time.
Power up. Guess we'll try it. Glamour gain. Alright. Roger, just got to work. It's gonna be a long day. Well, Roger, I hope even if it's a long day at work, you stay positive, happy, motivated, and have something to look forward to. Whether it's some gaming when you're done, a movie, watching some Peacemaker if you haven't caught up. Episode 6 was crazy last night. I was like jaw dropped on the floor and speechless for like the last 3 minutes of season 2, episode 6. Watch a movie, have some kind of fun, you know? Hang in there, Roger. Long day work ahead. Enjoy the work. Do well at it. Don't get too distracted, but get just distracted enough to think of the fun that's going to happen when you get off and throughout the weekend. So let's go. Jax the Rabbit, hi there. I have not played the new Skate yet, JG. I've seen that it looks pretty cool in the sense of a lot of things to do, but that it's not necessarily what some people were hoping it would be. Is that a bad thing? I mean, not necessarily, you know? I gotta be patient with this mid-boss because she doesn't have too terrible of a pattern. You just have to not get caught up in like, oh, I've got to hit her every moment. I know it doesn't make as much sense me talking without showing, but Beat him. Your special deals more damage to foes by a lot. I like the sound of that. 150%. Tater salad. Welcome. Weekend off. Ha, what is that? Yeah. Tsukino Ame also sending some good luck to Roger. Having a good day at work. I like that. Tater salad. What's the topic today? No particular topic other than I've been playing some Hades 2, trying to do a little bit of both at the same time, you know? That is playing video games and talking. I mean, in some news that's significant, Doug Bowser announced that he'll be retiring effective December 31st from Nintendo of America as president. I thought he did a great job. I got to know him personally too, which is a little bit different, so I have a different perception on him than just what he did publicly as NOA president. JG, yeah, you fully agree. Just hope the actual skateboarding mechanics feel like an upgrade. Kind of bummed that the art style looks like that, but hey, they're still working on upgrades for a year. See, if you want to have it come out solid, but I guess if you could hang in there and it becomes solid in time, that's not too bad either. You could have yourself like a Cyberpunk 2077 situation where came out a little rough in some areas, but people could see the ambition and that it was a good game underneath it all. It just needed a little bit of time. A yellow toaster asking, what's my favorite dinosaur? I gotta go with T-Rex. Despite the little arms, you know, just big, powerful Tyrannosaurus Rex. Can't go wrong. Yeah, I used to teach martial arts to, well, I still teach martial arts, but I teach to adults, kids, seniors, everyone. Yeah. I teach at the university level. I mean, prices going up. Am I in the UK? No, I'm not. Prices going up, you know, that's part of inflation. That's part of just the world, you know, everything going up. Yeah, totally unnecessary. Trying to figure out what is pinning gonna do. Can I pin everything? I can, so I don't think it's necessary to pin everything in that case. Close enough. Welcome back, Chuck Norris. Welcome. Hey, Corey. The whole music. All right. I think I'm going to end the stream for now,
The ever-restless shade
or in a moment.
find little peace there, save for the prickly embrace of the gnarled branches of those writhing woods.
Am I fighting the spirits of the woods?
We're going to do this again. When we do it again, we're going to go back to our normal horizontal game room setup. I think it's a little bit better. The audience, the quicker access, the pulling up of multiple tabs, being vertical isn't bad. It does bring up new people, some of which are cool, some probably don't need to be here and could be elsewhere with the energy they bring and the comments they care to share. But some of you are still here that are new and you found this channel out through this vertical mode as it was in your feed or whatever, and that's cool. If I do a game stream again, more likely than not, it's also going to be once I get a capture card. And then that won't be the type of stream I do all the time. It'll be the once in a while one, but I think we'll eventually get there. I'm gonna play a little bit more. You look like a guy that used to teach me martial arts when I was a kid, but you're not from the UK. No. So if that, yeah, I can see that could have been the intention, the connection, but yeah, that's not me then. But small world, it's possible. Yeah, but I'm in the US. Well, okay. Good experiment. Still fun. Still had fun. Even if we had some people in here that were like, not the best with the comments and stuff like that, I still had fun talking with y'all. Thank you for the support. Nin128, happy birthday one more time. Thank you, Nintendo Prime, for the 10 gifted memberships. Y'all have a good weekend. If you watch the podcast, I'll be streaming it on my channel tonight, 5:30 p.m. Pacific, the usual. Will I hop on live sometime this weekend? Maybe. For a little bit of a stream, we'll see. Pokemon Fan 34, see you on the pod, yep. Tsukino Ame, David Patterson, Tater Salad. See you all later. David Patterson, see you tonight. Yes, indeed. Thank you all for joining me this morning. I progressed very little in Hades 2, but I still had a fun time playing it. Yeah, it's definitely a thing, a fine line balancing gaming and talking, especially when you're looking at two totally different screens, right? But see you all later. Thank you, Nin128, for the dono also on your birthday. Have a great weekend. Y'all have a great weekend. Take care. Roger, take care. See you next time. Bye.